like special effects, like cowbell.
We got
I don't think that's what a cowbell sound like.
whatever it sounds like.
This the Buffalo experience. I know that you be hearing this. If you never heard of it, you must be delirious. Tapping if you're serious, we working if you're curious. Experience in Buffalo. Sit down and enjoy the show. Let's go. This the Buffalo experience.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know that you be hearing this. Let's go. Let's go. It's a podcast.
Let's go, Buffalo.
It's a podcast. This the Buffalo experience.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Yeah, I know that you be hearing this.
Well, this is the Buffalo Experience Podcast, episode 2. We got myself, Motiques. We got Big Dave, rolling with Big Dave, and our special guest, King Taco, in the motherfucking building.
We are here. We here.
Yeah,
What is
man.
good with everybody out there that's watching? There's not many people watching right now, but y'all gonna be tuning in very, very soon. So we excited about this.
It's
Yeah,
coming.
for sure, man, for sure.
All right, so let's get into it. First thing I want to ask you is, obviously we've all three of us have known each other for a minute, but I figure we'll ask you, where did we meet? You remember?
Honestly, I think I don't even how long we known each other. Like
It's been a minute.
It's probably been like
2 years,
three
3
years. I would say
something
3
like
years.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the very first time I heard about you, because I heard about you after I met him, and
Yeah.
that was because my boy Choppa, which you know, everybody knows Choppa.
Yeah,
so
that's the boy.
so Choppa was like, "Yo, there's this dude. He be rapping. He's raps real good. Da da da." And I seen your music video. Was it Blurry Figures?
Yep.
So I seen that video and I was like, "Yo, this dude is fire. Like, I want to collab with him." So that's how we just connected. I hit you up. I was
Yep.
like, "Yo, let's do something." And then bro, it's funny because I remember when we went to the studio together, I went in there and I thought you just knew that I was like a singer. So I went in and I started singing and you was like, "Yo, this dude's singing." And I was like, "Damn, I didn't even tell him like
Yeah, no.
what we doing." You know what I'm saying?
I didn't, bro. It's hilarious because I didn't even hear any of your music, bro. Like that, like literally, bro. I remember another reason we met was because we both worked with Nova Vision,
Mhm.
and you did Dream Chasing. You
Yep.
did your video, and then literally, bro, that's how we met. Like you and Choppa heard my song. We did a song together, like that week. That's how quick it was.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
Choppa set it up so we could do a song together. That's how quick. That's why we didn't know anything about each other really.
Right.
You just know that Choppa showed you a song. Nobody showed me your music really.
Right.
Before that, but then obviously as soon as we met, bro, it was
Yeah,
over.
we
like,
knew it was
I like,
happening.
I seen you sing that song, and I'm like, damn, he wants me on this song.
And that was such a hard song
Yeah.
to sing, dude, because I was singing so way up here, and like I was just it's a tough song to sing.
It
man.
was.
you were gonna say it's a
It's like
ter-
a big range
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
song
yeah,
that you
yeah.
got to cover.
It was
for sure.
crazy, and then I met you after. I think when did I meet him?
I think we were trying to figure that
I
out
think
before.
we were literally talking about this probably like 20 minutes ago, and he said, "What was it when we recorded some song at GCR?" And I'm like, "No, I know I met him before
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
but I think
It had
that
been a
was-
show or something.
yeah,
we went
because
to a
we
show.
performed Hook. That song we were just talking
Yeah,
about. Hooked
that's
on
what
You.
it was.
We
I think
performed
that's
it
what
like
it was.
4 times.
What was the first time we sung that? That was
The
at
first time you
The
did that
Stamps,
was
I
at
think.
that Betty place where somebody got stabbed outside.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking
Was
about.
that the first time we performed it though? I think it
Yes,
might have been.
I think so. That's the first time I saw it.
Because I know we performed it at Stamps. We performed it at Montage Music Hall in Rochester. We
yep.
performed it at Stamps again.
Mhm.
And then we did it at the Hot Mama's Canteen. That's what the name of the place
That's
was.
what, yeah,
Yeah.
On Military, yeah. I couldn't even tell you where that
Crazy.
place is off the top of my head anymore. Like, you probably know where it is, but
I know exactly. What
I
it
just
is, yeah.
remember going there and I'm like, well, I don't ever come over here.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I'm
that-
saying?
It's right
And I
off-
never even come. I barely ever come to Buffalo unless it's like for like music stuff and all that. So I don't know nothing about Buffalo really.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm still kind of like experiencing everything as I'm coming out here.
Yeah.
I'm trying the food. I'm trying like everything. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
didn't know about Lenova's Pizza.
Yup.
I didn't know about nothing, bro. I didn't even know about the wings out here like
I actually
that.
remember when we first met, that was like my big thing was like, damn, bro, I gotta get these boys some like chicken wings.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You would have
gotta
thought
let
you
them
guys
know.
are from like
Yeah.
NYC, it would have seemed like you guys were like from a whole different state, you know, because Dunkirk, you're so like, it seems like you're almost separated.
Bro, it's just so out of the
You know?
way. It's a tiny little town, and it's just out the way, man.
Yeah.
It's literally
It's
like
out the way.
surrounded by just like country, pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty
like,
much. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like we got like Westfield, we got like
Fredonia.
Brockton,
and-
Fredonia,
yeah.
we got Silver Creek. That's all like the Native Americans be around there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
so it's
for
not
sure.
much of anything there. You know,
Yeah, that makes sense.
it's not a city at all.
Yeah. So obviously we know each other well, you know what I'm saying, but there's a lot of stuff we don't know about you.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you're from Texas,
Yeah,
right? So I do want to know like where were you born? You know, where were you born and how was it?
Bro,
you know?
that is a really long story because everyone's like, oh, they think I'm from Dunkirk. I'm not from Dunkirk, and technically I'm not from Amarillo, Texas either. I'm from Chicago. I was born in Chicago. I lived in Chicago until I was probably like 2, 3, 4 years old, and then from there I moved to Dunkirk, New
Do you
York.
have any memories from Chicago?
I have like very, very few memories, and it's like a haze. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know when you're so little,
Yeah.
you don't really remember things, but like you kind of, it's like a dream or something. You know?
That's when you're first really starting to formulate memories.
Right,
too.
right,
So
right.
it's
I have
like-
one story. I remember my brother used to play on the bed a lot. Like we have a bunch of siblings. There's 5 of us. Well, 6 of us all together. So at the time, I was the youngest boy. The youngest was my sister. I got my brother Jose, Alex, and Louis, and we was all living in like it was a 1-bedroom apartment. And we was jumping on the bed. It was somebody's birthday. I don't remember who, but I remember my older brother kicked my brother Louis, and he hit his head on a dresser right on the corner. Bro, they had to call the ambulance, and they had to staple his head. I was like, what the heck, dude? Like, yo, and bro, when seeing that as a kid, I
Yeah.
think that's probably like some trauma because looked at it, I was, oh my God, and there's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Like,
Something like that definitely sticks with you. For
yeah,
sure.
that, and then I remember my brother got his pinky chopped off from the windowsill
Oh shit.
because the window fell on, and this is my brother Louis. My brother Louis gets hurt all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. He the only one that broke bones. He got his finger cut off. They sewed it back on.
Like he had a piece of the finger in the window.
It was about almost the digit, probably. Almost the digit. It was close to that.
Damn.
Like and yeah, we were just playing and you know those in Chicago those apartment buildings are all crappy. You know what I'm saying? They're like terribly dirty and they got roaches and they got mice and they got just everything. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
super
he-
slumlord kind
yeah,
of places.
oh my God, he got his finger chopped off and he got rushed to the hospital. Another time that our neighbor fell out the 3rd-story window,
Oh my.
and she was a little kid too.
Jesus. Somebody
Nothing happened.
pushed
She
her?
was fine.
Nothing happened.
I don't know how. She didn't even break a bone. Nothing. But we were all playing, and I don't know what happened, but she was just like in the window hanging around, and the next thing we knew, she was gone.
Jesus.
And then I remember
It's
my
not
sister.
funny.
It's not funny,
but the sound effects make it so much.
Could you
She fell.
imagine? Can you just imagine being her parent and like
Oh
your
my
kid literally fell out a 3rd-story window?
Yeah, and she was playing in our house, so
I
my
would-
mom had to run out. She ran, banged down the door, like, "Oh, she fell out!" Da, 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 da. And the mom is freaking out. So they run down 3 flights of stairs because there's no elevators.
Yeah.
So she ran all the way down the stairs, and she was fine. Like she didn't get hurt. She didn't break any bones. Like they
That's
had to
good.
go to the hospital and everything, but they just like they were like, "Oh, she's fine," and they were like, "How?"
Her ass must
You
have been
know?
asleep.
I don't know what happened.
She got lucky.
She must have
dude.
fell
Yeah,
asleep
she-
right when she fell out the window.
She must have
'cause
she got lucky.
She didn't have
but-
to tense up or nothing. She just
Yeah.
flopped on the ground and
right,
she
right.
survived it.
But she was probably
Damn.
like 6
Oh,
years old or
shit.
so, and but yeah,
I don't think I would survive that.
me
My
neither.
big ass,
Me
like,
neither.
I'm damn near 300 pounds. So for me to fall
Yeah.
out a 3rd-story window,
Oh nah.
nah, there's too
Bro, I
much
get
damn
out the bed
momentum.
and-
By the 2nd story, I'm already dead. I'm already dead from panic.
There's no way. I would.
Yeah.
I would. I fell out of the second story window and I'd be dead.
Bro, you fell down a flight of stairs and you still recovering from that like
Yeah,
8 years later.
Seriously. Yeah, there was like
imagine
that was
falling
like
out a
9
damn
years
window.
ago.
Oh hell.
I couldn't imagine falling out a window,
Yeah,
bro.
it's so crazy. Yeah.
Damn.
But
That
yeah,
was like not even 6 feet.
right.
So you're not actually you're from Chicago, and then you said
Yeah.
you moved to Dunkirk after Chicago.
Right. Yeah. I moved to Dunkirk and I lived there for a couple years. And then from there, we moved to Florida. We lived in Florida, Bradenton, Florida for a really short time. I would say probably about a year.
Oh wow.
So I lived there for like I think my 3rd grade year, going into my 4th grade year. Then we moved back to Dunkirk. We lived in Dunkirk for another maybe year.
Man, your mom loves Dunkirk.
Oh my God. Well, the reason why we moved to Dunkirk was because all my family lived there.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I was gonna
most
ask
of
that,
my
okay.
family lived there, and they pretty much moved from Chicago to Dunkirk. I don't know why. I don't even know where they heard of the place,
Yeah.
but they was just like.
Probably work, bro. Right? Like
I mean, I would
like,
assume. I mean, there's not many jobs there
but
now.
maybe you had like an uncle,
Yes.
and then you
Yeah.
know, then they got them a job, and then it was like,
Mhm.
okay, well now we all work here,
Right.
Right?
Well, I mean, I know my grandma when she moved from Puerto Rico, she came down here, and she moved to Dunkirk first. So I think she was the one that started it, but then she moved to Chicago right after. She lived there for like almost all her life, pretty much.
Okay.
So most of my family, all my family lived in Chicago for years and years and years. So, you know, like me and my little sister are the only ones that stayed in Chicago for a very short amount of time and then moved right out of there.
Mm.
You know, so we
Okay.
bounced around a whole lot. And then from there we moved to Amarillo, Texas. We lived there for, I want to say, before moving here, that was the longest I lived in any place.
Yeah, see, we were talking about that, and like, I'm glad we're talking about this because I thought you were like born in Amarillo, Texas, and then like
No.
was there till like 10 or something, and then move over here.
Yeah, no, I lived there. I moved there in I think 5th grade. So I don't know what I can't get the
You're like
age right.
what, like 10 years old?
Yeah,
Something like
maybe
that.
nine or 10 years
Yeah,
old.
I lived there for 6 years, I think. Yeah, lived there for 6 years, and then you know a bunch of stuff happened with my older brothers because they were just like wilding out, you know.
Over here getting his fingers chopped off and all
Well,
that.
I mean, well, he was the good one. He was the good one. He was always getting hurt. He was the good one. I'm talking about my 2 older brothers. They were into some bullshit. So, you know, they just was wilding out. And then my mom was like, we got to get out of here or you guys will probably be dead and blah, 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 and whatever. So we ended up getting out of there. And we moved back to Dunkirk.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there ever since.
So your family still lives in Dunkirk then? Like your mom?
No, my mom don't live in Dunkirk no more. My mom lives in Youngsville, PA.
Okay.
Yeah, she moved to Erie, PA for a little bit, and then she moved to Youngsville.
Okay.
But like, you know, my mom always bounced around ever since forever. So like, I never really had a place like, I mean, I guess I really didn't have like a hometown, you know, like, oh, I'm from, I represent this spot, you know, because I moved around so much, like crazy, you know, never had long-term friends, never like, I couldn't like really form the bonds like that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
if you're
saying?
not in some place long enough, you can't really
Right.
have like lifelong. Yeah.
Yeah, I was always just bouncing around. So like, I was like, oh, I just made a bunch of cool friends. We chilling, you know, we playing basketball, we doing whatever, we having fun. And then my mom's like, out of nowhere, like, I'll come home and she's like, hey, I need you to go into your room and pack all your stuff. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, you guys are moving. We moving. I'm like, what?
It was really like that?
Oh,
And
yeah.
You were gone within a couple days?
No, I was gone that same night.
Damn.
Wow.
Yep, gone that same night.
Your
Never
mama
had.
was skipping out on rent.
She was skipping out on men. That's what she was
Oh,
doing.
she was like, yeah,
Oh,
we out of
man.
here. Dating, she probably maybe just
Bro,
like some crazy. It's probably
my
better to
mom-
get the damn kids away from it and stuff, right?
Right. Well,
Yeah.
not even that, man. My mom was like, I love my mom to death, but she was a crook, bro. She used to
Damn.
rob these men. She
I
used
was
to
not-
take these.
For the record, I was not expecting this.
Bro,
I'll tell you that.
my
This
mother-
is all new to me.
My mother used to bring these men, right?
Yeah.
And she used to go to the bars and dance and turn up and party and do whatever. Like she was one of them people. So she used to like get these men and like just talk to them smooth or something, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I need help
Listen,
with the bread.
if she's a beautiful woman, you know, a lot of
Right,
dudes
right.
are willing to, you know.
And they were suckers, bro, because they
Yeah,
was
of
giving
course.
her money.
Of course.
And she was taking the money and like just dipping. She was just dipping on these dudes. I was like, crazy, dog.
Hey,
Crazy,
man.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
is wild.
Yep. That's why
bro.
we always move. My mom was always, you know, like she'll be with somebody, she'll drain that bank account, and he'll come back from work
She's a
like,
smooth
where's she
operator.
at? Where's that? My
Yeah,
whole
right.
house is gone.
Yeah.
That we all out. I was,
Yeah.
and we'll be in the
She
car
did what she
sitting
had
there
to
like,
do. She knew she had to take care of her kids and
I
shit, right?
guess so, man. I
Yeah.
don't know.
She's
I
like, I'm
guess.
like.
She was
yeah.
like, "Pfft, it's too easy. They're giving me
Yeah.
money. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's too
She's
easy.
like, I don't want to be tied down. She's like, I gotta find someone else, right?
Yeah,
like,
nah. She liked
was
to
a
be
player.
out and about.
She was a player, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
She
She
mama
liked to
settled down now, though, right? She's chilling.
She's chilling now, you know.
I'm not
She's
saying settled
older.
down, but she's chilling. Though.
Yeah,
like,
she's chilling. She chilling. She older, you know, so
Yeah.
she can't be going out jumping up and
Nah,
down
no.
at the clubs and shit. You know
No,
what
I'm just saying, like, is she like with someone now, or is
she found somebody and she's just
Nice.
chilling right
She's
now.
settled,
So
yeah.
she's
That's good,
settling
bro.
down. She's doing good.
yeah,
So
of course, bro.
Word,
shout out to my
That's
mom.
how it is,
Yeah,
bro.
shout out
Like,
to mom, dude.
she was was she a single mother too?
Yeah,
for the most
yeah,
part. So,
yeah.
I mean, she's like, damn, I had these kids, and
Yeah.
now someone got to pay the bills.
Somebody,
because
yeah.
it's tough, bro. Like,
Somebody.
you know, my mom was a single mother too, and it's not easy, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But my mom didn't do that. But if she did, she probably would have. You know what I mean? Had some.
Hey, it's
she'd have had some dough.
I'm telling you that
You
quick
know?
money is
Yeah.
addicting. And you know, I had a
Yeah.
conversation with my mom about that too, and I was like, "Why you do that?" Like, you know, and I was just kind of like venting to her, like telling her, like, you know, that messes kids up when they grow up. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Because
right.
you move around so much. So I told my mom, like, well, now that I'm older, I'm like, why you do that? Like, you know what it does to kids and da da da. And she was like, you know what? You get addicted to that fast money quick. She was like, I was getting fast money, thousands and thousands of dollars, and she was splitting on these dudes. And you know, and she was just jumping to the next. Oh, hey, honey, how you doing? Da da da. I need help with this. I need help with this. And these guys are like, you know, they throwing the money down, and she's taking the money and like, oh yeah, you know, thank you. I'm gonna pay you back. Pfft, she was gone, nowhere to be found. So I'm like, and she was like, you know, she was like, I was getting so much money, I didn't need a job, I didn't need none of that. I'm chilling. So, you know, that's just the way it was.
So
crazy.
I have a very good question about all that. So obviously you moved around. We got Chicago, Amarillo, Bradenton.
Yep.
You know, and then you're in Dunkirk now.
Yep.
What would you say is like the best place? Like, what would you like? Out of all the places you live, what's your favorite?
Definitely. My favorite was Amarillo. When growing up, at least.
Really?
Texas. I had so much fun. You know, like I had like that was the longest I lived there. So I had like friends that I was like really linked with. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
They were good friends, and we all played football together, and we all did all this cool
Plus,
stuff
that was
together.
probably like a really good time in your life to just make friends, be outside,
yeah,
chilling,
yeah.
like having fun, doing kid shit, you know?
Oh yeah. It was a lot of fun, you know. My mom always like looked for the crappiest places to live because they're cheap, but there's so much fun to have in like these crazy places.
Oh, trust
like,
me, I know. I was born and raised on the east side, so like I understand that. Like, you know, a lot of people look at it like, oh man, I would never live there. Man, I got, you know, I got bad stories. Don't get me wrong, but like I got a lot of really good stories too.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it is what it is. People are always surprised by that. Like, yeah, I got good stories about the hood.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember so many times, like, bro, they used to have like alleyways where you have the big dumpsters at, you throw the
Yeah.
garbage out,
Yeah, for
because they
sure.
didn't have like a city system where they came and picked up your garbage from the front and threw your barrels on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, so you just took it to the back and threw it in the dumpster, and then they'll just come through the alley, bro. You'd go back there and you'd find like TVs and I would break the TV screens and like, you know, those big TVs with the big backs.
I remember doing
glass,
stuff like that too.
Grabbing glass bottles, busting them, throwing rocks at each other for fun. Like, just stupid stuff, bro. Stupid stuff.
Oh, for sure.
I used to we used to have rock wars like crazy. It was a war zone. Forget about the bullets. You got to watch out for the rocks. We was throwing rocks at cars when they passed by.
God, bro.
I remember we were, you know, me and my brother were pretty bad. Like, we got like BB guns pretty young. So like, man, we used to shoot each other. We used to get like we used to get like 2 or 3 jackets, put them on, and have BB gun wars, just shoot each other with the pellets.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That's
insane.
the metal ones.
You're like, here, put on a hoodie, brother. And you won't
You'll
even
be
feel
all
it.
right. Yeah,
you won't
you'll
even
be
feel
all
it.
I'm pretty sure, not gonna lie, if you don't believe me, I got a BB Phil right there. I got a BB still in my hand.
Oh my God.
From when I was a kid, I got
Let me
hit
feel
right
that.
there.
Let me feel that. Where?
It's like
Am
Yo, you
towards the wrist.
bro, right here.
right here?
I
I can't feel it.
Right, dog, right.
there.
Just
Oh, right
push
there.
straight in.
Oh!
It's literally a ball in
Bro,
there.
it's got a
the
ball.
ball is in there.
I got a copper BB in my hand from my brother that shot me when I was like, we're like maybe 8 or 9, 10. somewhere in
that
there.
is
You never had nobody
hilarious.
try to cut it out?
You know what? All
Like,
right.
go to, like,
All right, I
I'm
never
not saying,
told-
like,
I
we in the
never told this
backyard,
story.
but-
So me and my brother were not supposed to be doing this. Clearly, my mom would have freaked out. She didn't even want us to have it in the first place, right? So like,
Makes sense.
my grandma got my brother the BB gun, and she's like, you know, typical parent, you're gonna shoot your eye out.
Mhm.
So
Christmas
we had
story.
to be like, you know, oh yeah, we're good with this, you know, nothing bad happened. Well, I got shot, and like, I can't tell my mom like my brother shot me right after
Don't
he
say
got it.
nothing.
Like, so I kind of just left it, and I'm like, all right, it'll be good. I tried to like get it out, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's not coming out. I'll be all right.
That's scary.
Put a
And it's
Band-Aid
been
on
in
it.
there ever
Not-
since.
Oh my God.
Just let-
That is so crazy.
I was
That is
literally in an
crazy.
MRI yesterday, and it didn't go off. So I'm like, must be good.
Hey, I mean, it's deep enough, bro. Like that,
You know?
it's all the way in there, bro.
Yeah, for real.
It's touching the vein right now. It's in there.
Hey,
That's
they
so
say
funny,
copper is
bro.
good for you. You know, it's supposed to be.
They say
you know,
that. That's what I heard.
Okay, so
Yo, so that's so funny, bro. So when it comes to like, you know, now you live in Dunkirk. I know you got a house, you got a wife,
Yeah,
you got a baby girl. You know, obviously you ain't going anywhere anytime soon, really, unless something happens where you know, opportunity arises. But like,
Right.
I wanted to know this. I feel like a personal thing that I want to know is like, if you had some sort of opportunity, like say you were able to find like a better job or something like that, or you and your wife could find a better job in Buffalo, would you consider selling and buying a house in Buffalo, or are you cool with staying where you at?
Yeah, probably not. I'll probably stay where I'm at because it's only from Dunkirk to Buffalo is like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. It's an easy drive, jump out a throughway and just get there right off the rip. So I don't really see a reason to come out here like that, you know? Because, I mean, I get it. You know, I could probably do a lot of things every day.
right.
But, you know, I think in this like day and age, bro, like you don't, if you want to get music out, if you have a brand or you want to do anything, you don't really need to be in certain areas. You could just, it's all social media now. So
Yeah, that's true.
you could be in your mom's basement for 3 years and you could be a content creator and because the internet's just so crazy. So you don't really need to be in like all these different cities.
That's a
Yeah,
good
it'll be a
point.
good idea to come out here because I'm always coming out here for shows. There's no shows in Dunkirk.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm coming out here for doing shows. I'm coming out here for different opportunities, but those opportunities are only happening on the weekends and things like that. So
And like you said, it's only a 40-minute drive. So
it's a 40-minute drive.
come out here like today. I know you got you're doing this with us, and then you got a studio session later. You chilling here for a while. You know, you make it worth your while too. You drive out 40 minutes, get 5 things done, and then go back home to your family. You know what I mean? Chill out with the family. Do your content all week. Playing your shit all week, and then you probably end up be back in Buffalo next weekend at some point.
Yeah,
you never
that's
know, you know?
basically it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, the job I got right now is really good. You know, I'm fortunate to have my wife not work. So she's a stay-at-home mom.
Yep.
She wanted that. and I make enough money to pay for my house and all my bills and my and everything I need to do. So I don't really see the reason to leave.
That's probably another reason, because like you come into Buffalo, everything's more expensive. It's
Yeah.
just like your bills are going up. Like no matter what you do,
Right.
you're paying more.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right.
We actually talked about that on episode 1. We talked about you a lot on episode 1. It's so funny, bro. I mean, it didn't even come out yet. It comes out on the 1st. But
Tune in February 1st.
February 1st, y'all.
but we talked about you a lot. We talked about like what we literally said what he just said. Like, yeah, why would he move here? It's going to be more expensive to live here. He's already got a good job. He owns a house. So buying a house here, the market's probably it's not even worth it, bro, because you got your house at a good price too.
Oh yeah, I got a great price.
You're
on
in
my
a good
house.
spot, bro. Like it's perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we were just talking about that, and then we premiered we showed TLC, the music video,
Yeah.
in the episode 1.
Thank you.
So we actually gave him a preview, and it's linked up in the first episode and shit. So
That's dope.
So I guess that's actually kind of a good segue into the next question. How did you actually get into music?
That's a good question though, because I've only been doing this, I think I'm going on year 6 now. So to some people, that's not a long time. Like I remember being at the shows and talking to some people and like trying to network, like first starting out, they'll be like, oh, how long you been making music? Oh, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
And some of these guys like, I've been doing music for 15 years. I'm like,
Right.
are you still here?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
Right.
But I mean, everybody got their own.
And everybody,
lane.
yeah, for sure. There's a lot of artists out there there's artists that their first album went crazy, and then there's artists out there that everybody loves. I can name some, but I'm not going to. That literally been like on the grind for like 10 years plus, and then they pop.
Right. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
So it
yeah.
all depends on like you as an artist, like your genre, your content, all that stuff. So
Everything's just evolving nowadays too. So like you can't just keep doing the same old thing. You
Right.
gotta try different things. Social media is key. You gotta mess with the social media. You gotta do all this stuff.
You
It's
know
like-
what? That's the crazy too thing. Because like you didn't even like when I met you, you didn't even have like a social media thing. You weren't really even like social. You had like a Facebook, and I think you had like one music video out that I heard of.
Yep.
And that was like probably my favorite song of yours for a long ass time, up until like pretty recently, which was
Dream Chasing?
Dream Chasing,
Yep.
yes.
That's my first ever music video I ever shot in my entire life. I
That's
was
a good
making mad
song.
music, and I was like, I'm just like recording in like a dude's house that he didn't really know what he was doing either. We were just starting out together.
Right, yeah, for
So,
sure.
you know,
You gotta start somewhere, for sure.
yeah, you got to start somewhere. And but yeah, like basically when I first started making music, it was like it wasn't even supposed to happen
Yeah.
because I used to work at this other job I had, and I had a bunch of my homeboys. We all worked there, whatever. We had fun. We used to go out and drink. We used to do karaoke and just be stupid, right? So my boy Angel was like, one day he used to tell me that he used to like
Can I
make
pause
music.
you for just one second?
Yeah.
Just
You gotta tighten both
I
sides?
hear it making a lot of noise. There you go.
All right.
So your boy Angel was
Yeah. My boy Angel, he'd been making music for a little bit, just like rapping and doing stuff like that. And he was like, he told me like, bro, you got like a good singing voice. And I think that if you could, you could do something, and like start recording. And I told him I never did that. Like, I guess I never really had the thought of doing it.
yeah.
So he basically flat out told me, he was like, yo, if I buy all the equipment you need to record, like the basic stuff, laptop, interface, microphone,
yeah.
headphone, things like that. He was like, if I buy all this stuff, would you want to do that? Like try it?
Yeah.
And I was like, I told him, I was like, dude, I don't know, man. Like I never even did this like that. I never wrote a song before. I never did anything. And he was just like, yo, like, let's just give it a shot. Da, da, da. So that was when I was like, okay, screw it. I guess I'll do it. And then I was like, you going to write a song for me? He was like, hell no, dude, you got to write your own music. I was like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And then from there, I wrote my first song, and then just went from there. I started doing it. I practiced. I got better. I started falling in love with it. I'm like, man, this is super cool. And, my first song, everybody was like, when people heard it, they were like, bro, this is actually not bad.
It's a good song. If you haven't heard it, Dream Chasing, King Taco.
No, that's not even my first song, bro.
It was my introduction.
It was his
to your
introduction.
music.
And that was like,
Great song.
I think I did that my first year probably.
Okay.
Making music.
So what was your actual first song?
Oh my God. What is it called? It's not on any streaming platforms. There's no music video for it.
Okay.
Like this was only like me taking a screen recording of it playing on my phone and posting it on YouTube. Like that was that was before like cover art and anything.
Can people actually look it up?
You could still look it up. Yeah.
Okay.
All my my super old music is all on my page. You just got to go all the way to the bottom.
It's on your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel that I'm using right now still.
Oh, we going crazy.
Yeah,
on that.
you could go all the way
I'm
back
going.
and listen to me
I'm
way back.
Yeah, I'm going back.
And
we doing it. Before Dream Chasing, we on it.
Oh, way before Dream Chasing.
We on it.
Before Dream Chasing, I think I probably had like 8 or 9 songs before Dream Chasing.
So
honestly.
you would record on the equipment that Angel got.
Yeah.
And he actually is learning how to mix still. He's still doing it.
He's still messing with it a little bit, But like and he knew himself, like once I did my first song and I wrote it and I showed it to him and he was impressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was trash. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, dude, like this is great. Like I never knew you could write. I never knew you could sing. Like this is all great stuff,
Mm-hmm.
So like I just started getting better and better. And then he even turned to me and said like, hey dude, like you need to stop recording in this studio. He started upgrading. He got better microphone. He got a better interface. He started getting like all this different equipment and the sound started getting better.
Yeah.
But he was still like, dude, he told me like, dude, you need to be in a real studio. Like you need to try it for the first time. And I was like nervous to make the jump, I guess, because I was like, before that, I only done any music and singing in front of people was like that, I was drunk as hell, doing karaoke. Yeah. And that point I didn't care. But, I was still nervous. I was shy. I was like, there's no way I'm doing this, But
it's gotta take like a lot of confidence in order to be like nowadays out here singing in front of people. Like, I can't even imagine. Like that's
it's crazy, man. Like, after a while, he was just like, you need to go to the real studio, and. I still kind of like held off. I went to other people's home studios that had better equipment. And I was kind of like building my way up. And actually, the very first time I ever recorded in a real studio was when I did Hooked on You with you.
Was it really?
The very first time I ever went to a real studio.
Did not
GCR.
Know that. Did not know that.
And I was like, I was so nervous. I was
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't know what's it gonna be like. I don't know.
Damn.
Like what to do. Like where do I stand?
And and it came out great, bro.
And it came out crazy.
That's probably honestly,
fire.
if you're cool, if you want, we could probably link up that song. In the video too, because that's like the roots of everything because we do so much together now, bro. Like Taco is literally part of the team, man. Like we didn't even really say that. We said that in the first episode, but this episode's about him. But at the end of the day, like he's part of the family, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that song Hooked on You was literally how everything started, really.
Right.
It was over from there, bro. Especially like meeting you and Choppa and how like genuine you guys were. I was like, bro, I love these dudes, man. Like they're like my brothers now. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, like I wouldn't change it for the world, bro.
It was like an instant match, bro.
Crazy.
Because when we went to the studio, I was like nervous. I was like, man, I don't know if like I be having like self-confidence issues. You know what I'm saying? I be feeling like, damn, what if this dude don't like me?
Yeah, right.
What if he's like, he'll do the song with me and then he don't like my personality, or he just like, this dude a little bit weird.
Or you're thinking he's sitting there like listening to you like, man, this just sucks.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, does he really like has he heard my music? Or, and then like when we first went in there and I did my thing and I came out and you was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I didn't even know you were going to sing. And that whole thing, it was like.
Because we didn't plan that at all.
No.
Like, you literally like, this is where the hook's going to go. blah blah blah. Like we just need to have fill in what I did 2 verses on the song.
Yep.
And that was it, bro. It's just like, yo, I just need you to write 2 verses, and then boom.
And I was like, yo, I need
Went
you
to
to
the
write
studio.
a love song. It's a love song.
Yeah,
You're like, what is
yeah.
this song about?
Yeah.
I was like, it's just a love song.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm hooked on you on a girl and
Yeah.
this and that. And then like he was like, I got it. And then
Yeah.
boom, it went
Well,
from there.
because I just started dating my girl like that year, pretty much, dude.
Mhm.
So like, I just bought this house, and my life was just starting to go on the up and up and
Yep,
shit. So it was like perfect timing. I just found a new girl. Like I'm still with her now.
Mhm.
So it was like perfect timing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you,
puppy love.
You when did you get married? You got married?
I got
How
married.
many years?
I've been married for a few years now. I want to say, damn, bro. If my wife sees it, she'll be like, "Damn, you don't even know
She'd
when
be
we
like,
married."
Man, you better know.
well, no,
you better
'cause
know when it was.
I think we got married in I want to say 2017 or 2018.
All right,
Oh,
we
shit.
got married.
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
Damn.
So we've
Yeah,
been
it's been a minute.
but we've
Yeah.
been together for a long
That's like
time.
Yeah,
seven. That's like
yeah.
7
We've been-
years. Something like that. 7 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. Six, 7 years.
Well,
I
you
don't
said
know.
17.
17.
Was it
35.
17?
You
Oh,
said
no,
se-
That's 8 years.
maybe not 17.
If it's a 17, that's 8 years.
He says it could be.
Nah.
Was
A
it?
minute.
Nah, it can't be. I think you know what? It got to be like 17 or 18.
Hey, all right. Yeah.
I don't
Either way,
remember.
Yeah, 5, 6. I mean,
You know-
even 18. You're going on 7
Right,
years.
right.
You know.
We met each other. I was 14 years old. No, I was 15. She was 14. We was a freshman in high school.
Did you meet like in Dunkirk or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
moved
shit.
here.
So yeah, you kept moving around and shit.
Yeah. And then when I finally moved to Dunkirk, that was when I met her, and like I didn't really like her. We was just kind of like just talking and just like full like kid stuff, fooling
Yeah, for
around
sure.
or whatever. But and then like she was like we got together, we started dating, and we've been through everything, like the
Yeah.
whole thing.
That's
know?
a long time to be with
Oh
somebody.
yeah,
for
yeah.
Sure.
I've been with her through everything. The ups and the downs. I got my first apartment with her. I got my first dog with her.
Yeah.
I got everything. She did everything with me. We walked in the freezing cold to go get groceries because I didn't have no car. She was working at Rite Aid pharmacy, and I was working at like Bob Evans flipping burgers. So like we did everything together. We bought a house together. Now we have a beautiful daughter together.
Yeah.
Like now things are going good. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, that's dope. That's
It's
cool to hear.
history now, man.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it. That's
yeah,
all it is.
yeah.
you know?
I'm locked in for
Yeah,
life.
You ain't gonna. You know what I mean? When you come from what you came from, it's very humbling. And when you find a girl that could go through that with you, it's like
Yeah.
you could make it through anything now.
And you know
know?
what? It's surprising because like, I was embarrassed of her coming over to my house because my house was so like ghetto as
Yeah.
hell.
Oh, trust me.
And I
know
was
that
like,
feeling.
oh my God, like this girl
I
wants
was like, what is she thinking?
Yeah, I'm like,
is
she's
she
gonna come
is
here
she
and-
gonna leave me?
to,
Like,
yeah, she's probably
she's
gonna be
taking
like,
one
look at
look
this
inside,
dude.
Like, wow, yeah.
This broke ass dude. Like I was like, I don't know.
She's all clean and smelling good. She looks good. And you're
Oh
like,
yeah.
Fuck,
I
bro,
think
this girl-
honestly,
We about to hang out
like,
on the
that's
porch.
Like the
Right. No, that's how it started. Like,
I think honestly, like that's like the mark of like a real woman. Like
Mhm.
yeah.
because like I've been there in situations like that. Like you bring a girl over and you're like, damn, she's gonna judge me for all this. Like,
Right.
cause trust me, he been in my first apartment. I was sleeping on the floor. It didn't have no
Yep.
furniture.
Yep.
And then you bring a girl over and you're like, damn, wow, like.
This is tough.
What is she even gonna say about this?
She gonna go back to her
probably
friends and
thinking
say all
crazy
kinds of
stuff about
stuff.
me right now. Right, but then if she's willing to stick out with you through all that, that's saying something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
sure.
like a lot of women would just leave. They'd be like, nah, this
Oh, yeah.
bum, like
Mm-hmm.
like him,
Mm-hmm. Right,
So-
right. Yeah, that's why, like, it's, I love her to death, man. I'm not afraid to say it. I love her to death. She's my wife. She's my rock. She's been with everything, through every challenge, obstacle, ups, downs, she's been with me through deaths. She's been through me through everything,
Mhm.
So like, that's why I'm like, bro, like, this is the only girl, like there's no other girl that would stay with me.
it's
this long.
it's
Impossible.
super rare,
Impossible.
super
And
rare.
especially with what I'm doing now. I'm making music. I'm going here. I'm going
Mhm.
there. Like, bro, I got a family at home.
Mhm.
I come out here at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't get home until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Nope.
What
Yeah.
girl's gonna let their man go out 5 p.m. and don't come back until 1 in the morning?
Mhm.
No woman gonna do
Nah.
that.
Nah.
No woman gonna do that.
Mhm.
My woman do that.
Yeah.
She like,
On
go do your
yeah,
thing.
Bro, on top of it too, like that.
and it's not like I'm making money. I'm not. I'm like thumbing through
you're
the.
chasing your dreams on the off time.
Yeah,
know?
and
That's
she's just
what
like,
you're
you know
doing.
what? You do
you
a
know?
lot for us, so I'm gonna do a lot for you. So go ahead and do what you got to do and chase your dreams. If
Yeah.
it don't happen, it don't happen.
That's a real woman right there.
You know. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? Like, she's the only woman I want. That she's the only woman I need.
Because you know what?
she hold
you
it
know what's
down.
another crazy thing about it too, though. If you were single through all that and you went through everything by yourself without a female,
Mm-hmm.
and then now you got the job, you got the house, you know, you got everything you need. That's when them bad bitches
Oh,
come
yeah.
through, and they're like, oh well, you could have yourself a fine girlfriend, but you're gonna be miserable.
And
This
you're
bitch
gonna
gonna
hate your
ruin
life.
your life. She gonna drain your bank account.
I'm good.
She gonna be blowing your phone up. Like, where are you at? Like, all for what,
Right,
bro?
right.
Because what? And you have a good looking wife, so it's not
Right.
like just because the bitch looks nice. Like, nah, bro.
Like,
We've
nah.
all been through that. We've had
Yep.
the fine girl that's like, oh, but she's so like good and bad. Like, fuck out of here,
Like,
bro.
who cares, bro?
None of
We
that shit
grown,
matters.
man.
I'm
Right.
trying to live like that, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
we grown up.
10 years from now, we trying to be happy,
Mhm.
right?
That's what it's all about,
Yeah,
man.
My grandfather
Trying
always
to have a
told me,
kid, bro.
you know, shout out to my
Right,
grandfather.
right.
Always told me, you know, struggle attracts the woman you need, money attracts the woman you want. But like at the end of the day, you gotta stick with the girl that's gonna stick by you, and
Yeah.
the one that's gonna stick by you is the woman you need. The woman
Right.
that's gonna be there. She's gonna be, you know, everything you need, and she's gonna support you, and you know what I mean. She's gonna look
Yeah.
out for you.
Oh yeah.
You know, the same way you look out for her.
Mhm.
You know, because there's a lot of women out there like you can look out for them like every day of her fucking life, and then something changed. All right, fuck you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I mean,
It's awesome.
yeah, she's a
And your
she's a
wife's
great
cool,
woman.
bro. Like, I met
She's
her.
cool,
I only
man.
met her one time in the last 3 years.
She's super antisocial.
but she's cool, bro. Like,
She's cool.
She's
Yeah,
just like my
cool.
girl, bro. Like, my girl is very the same way. Like,
Mhm.
she fine with I do what you got to do. She'll come to my shows, but like, she don't want to be there.
Yeah, no,
she
that-
want to see me, but after
Yeah,
that, she's
and
like,
that's it.
the
She's
last
like, I'm
show.
ready to go.
Remember the last show? She disappeared. She was in the car.
See,
She sat in the car. She was fine. We went out to the car. She was sleeping in the car because
hell.
she'd rather just be there and
Just
and
chilling by
support me,
herself.
and then
Yep.
she don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah. That's
but
good.
I'm fine with that, bro.
Yeah, my
You
girl's
know?
the same way.
It's good.
She
It's
came to a
good.
couple of my shows, but you know, most of the time she's like, and then now that we have the baby, you know, she's like, I don't want to. You know, we got to find a babysitter. We got to do all this stuff. So she was like,
yeah,
just go do
that's
what
a
you got to
headache.
do and come back.
And then who
Yeah, that's
knows
a
who you're
fact.
leaving your kid with too? You know what I mean?
Right? Nah, I can't trust nobody.
So
Yeah.
I got a very good question, completely off topic.
Yeah.
But obviously, like your name's King Taco.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make a banging ass taco? Like you be eating tacos all the time? Like you good at tacos? Like what's
I could make.
you know what I mean? What
Let me think.
do you even eat tacos? Have you ever even had a taco?
I-
Like,
you know,
I have
I-
so many questions
I
right
be
now.
I eat tacos for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I eat tacos for sure. And when I lived in Amarillo, bro, there used to be this dude that used to drive a broken minivan, bro.
Yeah.
Green, right? And he used to pass by the house all the time.
Yeah.
And this Mexican dude, he used to open up the back and he have a full-on food truck in there.
In the
In the minivan. In the minivan.
That's fire,
Bro, he
I
had
bet you that shit was fire though.
Oh.
It was so good.
He
Wasn't
had,
it?
he had the flat top in the van.
nah, he had
or
like
you pull it out.
he had like a small little portable thing.
Yeah.
But like everything else was in there. Like he had it all hooked up to the like 3 batteries in there, and like he used to make like these pork rinds,
Yeah.
and they look like wheels.
Oh.
And he used to have them bagged up and like
Oh,
ready for y'all to
shit.
just grab them. And
So you were eating that all the time. The
As
king,
much
you
as we
became the
can.
king of
Making me
tacos.
hungry right now.
bro, he used to make.
So you the king
best.
of eating tacos. You ain't the king of making them. Because I was literally talking to him about that. I'm like, I know, like, I understand the name. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
You're
eat
my
them.
boy.
I'll eat them.
But I'm like,
motherfuckers.
I know bro can make a banging rice, a Mexican rice. I've had
I
that
could
rice
throw
is fire.
down.
That
I could
rice is-
throw down
yeah.
in the kitchen when it comes to
Yeah.
food. I could make some arroz con gandule. I could make pernil. I could make lechon. I could make it. Oh boy, I don't
You know-
even speak Spanish, bro, and I
Yeah,
make
so
all this
a
stuff,
taco,
bro.
You know how to make
taco's like
mofongo?
taco's light work.
You
I know how to make
mofongo?
mofongo.
Oh shit! All
Hell
right.
yeah, boy.
Shit.
Oh.
I grew up on like Puerto Rican food. Like my mom's
Right.
best friend, Puerto Rican, used to like she taught my mom how to make like she didn't teach her how to make like mofongo or nothing like that, but we had like pastelitos all the time. We had like Spanish rice all the time. We had a lot of that shit. I love
It's
I
just
love
so good, man.
Spanish
But
food.
it makes
love it.
It makes my stomach hurt so bad.
Oh,
Like when we did that show at the bowling
It be
show,
hurting your stomach
bro.
like that?
I ate so much damn Puerto Rican food. I was fucking. I could have threw up, but it was so good.
You just
It
had
was
to
so
keep
good.
going.
I just.
yeah,
I just,
really.
it's so greasy, bro. But like, it is
but
so good.
You know
bro.
what though?
It's so
you get
good.
a full stomach of that. You lay down, best sleep you ever had.
You sleep like somebody
good.
knocked you out
Yeah.
with a fucking baseball.
Definitely felt like
Guaranteed.
I remember performing after, and all I could smell was the damn pastelito I ate before the damn performance.
Sweating
You know?
that
Right.
Sweating it out, boy. You look like
And don't get me wrong, that
roasted pork.
shit was bomb, man. It was, and like,
Oh yeah.
I get it, bro. Like, I definitely understand. I just couldn't live off of it, man.
See, you know what? That's so crazy, bro. When I was raised growing up, my mom made we made rice every single day.
I could do rice.
We ate rice every day.
Yeah.
White rice with corned beef. We had red rice with, whatever beans on the side. We had beans cooked in it. We had so many different types of
with
rice.
y'all used to make it with the green olives with the pimento in it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yep. Those two, like everything, bro. Like,
That sounds gas.
reminds me of my childhood. I
love
eat that and I
shit.
think about my childhood.
yeah, my mom made that every single day.
Mm.
Like,
And you know
it's
what?
cheap to buy rice.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
what? It's always like it's always that same bowl, like the big. It's like must be like a cast iron pot or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody got that same pot.
I know exactly
Everybody
what you're
got that
talking
same
about.
pot. My mom had one. That motherfucker was seasoned perfectly. Like,
And you threw it in the oven.
And you
I,
threw it in
if
the
I listen,
oven.
if I see that pot, I get hungry.
Yeah, you see that pot and you know what's going down.
That
I
pot's
can
got
know
some
it's going
history.
down.
You could cook with it, and then if somebody runs in your house, you knock them in the head with that motherfucker.
Right.
You know
Right,
what I'm
that'd
saying?
be heavy as hell.
Oh.
Right.
Bro, man, my mom has the same pot, that same exact pot you're talking about.
Yep.
Everybody knows what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yep.
For
Oh,
all
for
the Puerto Rican guys and people out there, if you eat rice, you got the same exact pot at home. Everyone got the same exact one. And my mom had that one she still has it to this day, since I was a little ass kid, bro.
Right.
That's crazy.
Little ass kid,
That's
she got
awesome,
the
bro.
same exact pot.
Yeah. It's got some flavor.
Oh,
She probably don't even clean it.
she'll rinse it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ah,
Wipe
it's
it-
clean.
Yeah, you gotta wipe it with the
Yep.
paper towel just to get it dry.
Put it in the
Because
oven.
you need that flavor,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You need that flavor. What are
Yeah,
you gonna
bro.
do? Scrape all the flavor off? Everyone's got the
Tastes
non-stick
like-
pans now.
tastes
You ain't
like
got
my
no. It's
childhood.
called the non-flavor pan, right?
Right. No, I'm telling you, bro. Like that. My mom used to cook rice every day, and still did. I don't eat as much rice as I do, before, but I still eat it. Every
awesome,
time I appreciate a nice plate of rice.
I had your Spanish rice. You made it for that one part, or no, two parties that you came to. The one at Chris's house, and then I had one here, bro, and it was different, bro. It was different.
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was
I just
good.
remember eating it, and I'm like,
Oh.
this shit is different. This
yeah.
motherfucker did not open up some Ben and whatever Ben.
nah,
How's it called, Ben?
Listen, I already
I don't
know.
know
I
what
already
it
know
is.
how he
You know what I'm
makes it.
talking about?
You gotta get the rice. You gotta wash the rice.
Yes.
You can't just throw the
Yes.
rice in there and put water. You gotta wash it.
Wash it.
Put it in there. Measure out the water. Get the sofrito. Get the
Yeah.
adobo.
Yeah.
Get the sazon.
Yeah.
You get all that in there. You mix it up. Fry it for a minute. Put it in the oven.
It's over. It's
You
over.
get the green
Yeah.
olives with the pimentos.
Yeah,
in
we might
there.
have to.
Oh.
You
I
get
think
the-
we're gonna have Taco whip up some
man.
rice for us real quick in the
Bro.
kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I might have all
I
the
can make
ingredients.
some banging rice, bro. Banging rice. But yeah, but going back to that freaking topic, no, I don't. I could make tacos decent,
Okay.
but I've definitely eaten more tacos than I've made.
Okay, I have a
I'ma
question
keep
for
it a
you. Then.
buck.
So you can make banging ass tacos. What's your favorite kind of taco? Do you like El Pastor, like chicken tacos, or like pollo taco?
Bro, I love
I can't speak Spanish, so I'm
tacos
like,
de lengua.
I know how to read what it is. I know
Yeah.
what I like on
You've
the
read
menu,
enough
but I
damn-
can't speak.
He's
it.
read enough damn menus to be able
Yeah,
to tell
right.
what's on the because I don't.
So
I
like,
don't. I have
so
to
you
read
like,
underneath it where it says it in parentheses, like, oh, it's a chicken taco with rice.
right. No,
Because I actually was talking to one of my boys the other day, and he has a cow tongue, and I'm like, yo, I
Tacos
heard,
de lengua, bro.
I heard that that's supposed to be like the best.
That's
cow-
my
like,
favorite tacos.
I've never had it.
Those are my favorite ones because
Really?
they get the tongue and they boil it and then
Yeah.
they peel it
Yeah.
and then they do like
And then shred it, and
they
then-
shred it
yeah.
up. They chop it on the wooden block.
You talking about a tongue?
Yeah, cow tongue.
Bro, it
tacos.
literally-
cow tongue
it
tacos. Taco
sounds-
de lengua. Yeah.
It sounds nasty, but when you look at it when it's done, you're like, that's busting.
It's
Like,
so good. And then they throw the fresh onion, the fresh parsley on top
Oh,
of
you
that
gotta
joint.
have fresh
The
stuff on there.
cilantro, you know what I'm saying? You dump it in that green sauce.
I believe you. It's probably good. Yeah.
Smack somebody in the face
Yeah,
for
it's
the
probably got,
taco.
like-
You're
I can imagine
I
that
don't
shit
even
having like.
care.
I can imagine that shit having like the tendon and the damn veins in it.
Nah,
and shit.
It's tender.
No.
Bro, it's
No,
tender.
it's like a
I'm a-
solid piece of meat, bro.
It's a damn.
like,
It's a
once
tongue.
You,
You
take,
ain't changing my
once you take like the taste buds off and all that,
The
it's
taste-
solid meat in there.
Yeah, because the
You
taste
even
bud-
gotta take the damn
no,
taste buds
because
off
you
it,
boil
man.
it. When you boil it, and then
Yeah.
they skin it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about the inside of it?
Well, the inside of it is like real tender
They
meat.
ain't
Bro,
like,
think
I'm
about
feeling
it.
my tongue right
Think
now.
about
There's
it. Your
veins
tongue,
and shit
your
in it.
tongue is a solid
Muscle.
Like, muscle.
It's
Yeah.
just a muscle.
It's a muscle.
Oh, so they just be peeling the veins and shit out before you
That
touch
muscle
it.
comes off with the skin.
Yeah,
it's only like right on the outside. So
Mhm.
like,
They take off the
Oh,
taste
yeah, I
buds
get
and they
it.
chop it all up,
Yeah.
and it's like it's real tender. It's good, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you don't know what you missing, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. We'll try it.
Or like
You know,
tacos with
maybe
like
that- You should
chorizo.
have brought some damn cow tongue. We could have tried it.
Oh nah, that's just too hard to make.
Is it?
It's too long
yeah,
because you gotta
it's
boil
supposed
it
to be-
forever,
Really?
and then you gotta peel it, and then you gotta chop it, then you gotta grill it, then you gotta add all the spice. Like nah, I'm good.
Oh shit.
Like if
okay.
somebody could
'Cause if you
make
do
it
it
for
the
me,
wrong way, it could be bad.
and then it'll be tough.
Oh.
And then when you can't like
you know
bite
why?
it.
Because it's a damn tongue, my
Yeah,
boy.
I know, but
Tell
it's
me how good.
good.
Yeah, but it takes 8 hours to make.
It's so good.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a big ass tongue.
It's so good, bro. The tongue is literally like this
Yeah,
long,
they're super long too.
and
yeah.
it's like this. The base is like this.
Oh my
It-
god.
bro. But it's so good, man.
Oh,
it's so good.
Shit.
Telling you.
So when people be buying like a cow, you know how you could buy a cow from like a butcher or like the
Mhm.
farm and shit.
yeah, you could
Like
buy
a
the
farm
tongue.
fry?
You can buy the tongue.
Yeah.
You can buy the tongue.
Look at this.
I just can't think about it. Like I just think you just told me how long the damn tongue is. Do you eat the dick too? You eat the cow dick? Yo, because the dick is probably about as big as the tongue now that I'm thinking about it, right? You eat the dick, is that tender?
I don't know. I would assume.
He's like, yeah, you gotta boil the dick for about 10 minutes.
and then you gotta pop the head off like.
You got dick
You know what
taco.
I'm saying? You gotta stick your finger in
You
there.
gotta take a
wiggle that
potato
motherfucker.
peeler, you gotta fucking peel the tip down.
Oh
You gotta peel the tip down so it's nice and even like a brisket.
no,
Peel the skin back.
Jesus.
Taco, my man,
God.
we could sit here and talk to you
Yeah.
all day.
For
I would
hours.
love to
For
have another
hours.
conversation
Slap
about
my
this.
hand.
This was awesome. Well, I learned so much about you.
Hell yeah.
And this
For
was
real.
awesome. I honestly like. I don't even care if people like. If we, I don't even care if people like this. I enjoyed this. This was
Yeah.
fun.
This
This
was
was.
mad fun, bro.
Yeah, bro. For real. Like,
So,
This was fun.
unfortunately, I think we do got to end it.
yeah.
The Buffalo Experience Podcast. I'm rolling with Big Dave,
I'm Moteeks.
and this is
And
King
I am
Taco.
King Taco, man.
Yeah.
And King Taco, why don't you go and tell the people what you got coming on, what you got working for them?
So, of course, you can find all my music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everything. King Taco. I got a new EP out called The Quiet Storm. It's nothing but R&B music, so y'all got to check that out. It's super great. I got a song with him called Destiny's Fire, dog. I'm telling you.
Got that new
And then
Click
we
2
got
coming
that
out.
Click 2 is coming out. Me, him, and my boy Choppa. Crazy. And I got another song coming out on Valentine's Day called Trail to Your Heart. A super dope song. Shout out my man, Tony Draco. It's going to be a great, great, great year for music, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're excited, man. We're excited, man. Tap in King Taco. You can find all his links below. We're gonna tag all his new music and stuff.
Tap in,
And
man.
that's it, bro.
That's King
that's it, man.
Taco.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
I'm rolling with Big Dave. That's Motiques. We out.
Peace.
And we intertwine lines. I hope you don't mind. Intertwine lines. Don't leave me on the other side. Girl, show me what you got now. Can you tell me where we at now? You just tryna build a life together. You adjust to a lifestyle.